Hey people, punctuation is key. I've been studying this language for a while, and I got it rolling off the tongue pretty well now. And it was the punctuation that was getting me. There's three pieces of punctuation. We'll run into all three of them in these first five lines, and it's going to help this roll off the tongue like English. So the way you read this is this first letter usually comes off the chart and has the meaning. And so this isn't bear receipt, but it's in the receipt. To bear. In the receipt, bear. And here's the first punctuation is this A. And it's the God letter. It's got special powers. So when you run into it, you go to the end of that word and read it backwards. So this isn't Elohim. This is my Allah, my God, or from a Yel, from Y-E-L-A, and it has different positions, means different things, but here it says in receipt bear from Yel. And here's the A again. It reads backwards. It's T-A, two. And then here's the E, and this reads as life or the fifth letter, E. So this is the Shamim. This is fire waters, the spirits to work from, the fire waters to work from. The Shamin, what? This is the Vav, and this would be and learn the writings, or and to, but it pronounces it writes the language rolls off the tongue on the top, is what you should be reading. And then there's several other alchemical meanings underneath. There's much more underneath it, but they had to make the book enjoyable to the reader to sell to them. And if you're going to be a bookseller, you want a book that's going to sell. And so this kind of tricky. It was made to be a little bit difficult. It's made to make you think, but it wasn't as hard as they make it now. And this is this was the origin of the English language. That's where it comes from. And they lied to us. The English language wasn't created in 1200 or 800. It's been around since this Bible was written in the age of the ox. This language was designed to fit with those writings. So this English language here, it sounds like a 12th century English, but it's much older. So this first line in Genesis, it says, in receipt bear from Yel to the Shamim what hears. I hollered out, and what I bear, what bear from the shaman it hears, all gathered around to hear. And so line 2 says wears, W-E-A-R-X, where is, or where cross. And there's several more meanings in here in this alchemy, but it's meant to be just rolled off the tongue as English. Where's 8? Where's 8 2? And this 2 here means works. This is the T-E-W 2. It's where your word tool come from. To the letter, T-E-W, to the wood, to carve wood, to the stone. So where's 8 2? Where's 8 work? To be connected. This is Vav, but it means connected. And so when something's connected, it's connected to. And so you could just read this as to be connected to husk. Husk is what holds all the peas in the pod. It's the connective tissue. And it's also to divide the fire's fold, to shade. The husk shades. It divides the fire's fold. But it's also a husk to hold all the peas in the pod. So it says, where's 8 to work, to be connected to us, to be connected to us, to us together, all. And here's the second one. This little dash, this hyphen doesn't affect this word, it affects the next word, and it tells you to read it backwards and then forwards. So instead of P-N-I, this is now I-N-P-N-I. So it says to be connected to hust, all in place, in ping. Ping is the sailor's way of saying position, all in ping. You ping, you shoot a couple pings to get your locations, your ping. To be connected to husk, all in place. To whom to rue from a yell. The rue isn't the spirit. Rue is waking up the spirit. To rue 'em up. To whom to rue from yell, from repetal, from repetition, from repetal, in place. Here's that hyphen again. In the place, in the ping. And here's this E is the, and the M following it would make it them, T-H-E-M. Them, I, yod is I, work from. To see bind, in the place, them work from. Let me do that one more time. So the first was in receipt bear from yell to the shaman what hears. And my mouth's a little sticky. Where's 8? 2. Where's 8? Work, to be connected to husk, all in place. To whom to rue, from yell, from repet, from the first divided picture seal. And this is the picture of the palm, this 10 Sephiroth. To see bind, in the place them works from. And so here starts the day. This starts a new paragraph. Day 1. And it says, to jammer, J-A-M-R, to make the knowledge from the beginning. This is the word meaning beginning here. This A-M-R is meant to, is said all through the Bible, but I think what it says is to jammer, to make the knowledge from to begin from a yell, to get them started from a yell. And yee-ha. And here's this A, so this reads backwards. So this isn't yee-ha or, this is yee-ha, row. Make the work, yod he yod. Make the work, to row. The wage, to make the work, is the wage, W-I-E-J, the wage. And here's the hyphen again. So this reads backwards and then forwards instead of just backwards. It's just backwards here. It's just the A, so you read it backwards. But with the hyphen, you're going to start here and read it both ways. So now, to holler, from a yell, to make the work, to row, the wage of the rower. So it rolls off the tongue just like English here. We have to bring some of these words back to jammer. To jammer means to get started, I guess. To jammer, from a yell, to shake them up, jammer. And so here's the first knowledge, to make the first knowledge, and this is where, W-I-R-A, where, and this is your first knowledge. When you're a sailor, you probably got drunk if you was in port. You wake up in the morning and you look for the sun and the North Star to figure out where you're at. How do I get back to my boat? If you're out there on the water, you want to know where you're at. You're looking for that North Star. And that's the first thing you learn, to make the first knowledge. Where? From yell. Where from yell to row the oar. See, now it's got an E in front of it. So it would be read straight through. Now it would be the or, but being the hyphens here, we're going to read this backwards first. From yell to row the oar. The key. That's to give the works. That's what comes from the help. To give the works, the key. And in the German, I think that's all pronounced high in that Bible. The high, hi ho, off to work we go. And then we have this the hyphen again, so we're going to read this backwards. And so it's to give the works both connected in, both to be, to make indel, to make permanent, to make indelible, to make in the dial, to your setting, to put on the setting, where from yell to row the oar, give the works both to be, to make in dial, from the yell to bend the oar. Doesn't have the hyphen here, so now it's just read this way. And so this one word that they give light all the way through here 4 times has got 4 different meanings depending on the punctuation. So to give to make indel, to make permanent, to make indial, from a yell, bend the oar, and bend the husk. So this bend, it means in the work cycles. And so everything that goes in that work cycle is going to go in that bend. And so here's that 3rd punctuation mark. And it's a wall, and it's really lets you know that this comes straight off the wall in Egypt. And so this word up top here, this is wicker, W-I-Q-R-A. Wicker is what you weave to make a basket. So in Egypt, this basket was called a free, a Q-R-A, a free. And to make a free, you use wicker to make a free. To make care, that's where your word care come from, carry. To make to make the wicker. And then this starts with the A. We're going to read it backwards. To make care, to make fair. Your fare is the people that get in your cab, your job. To make fair, what you're carrying. To make fair, from yell, and then we're going to hit this brick wall here, and this brick wall makes us read everything backwards back to the next punctuation. And so being we read this one backwards, we're going to read it the other way now. It says, to make fair, from yell, all him ark make to. To make fair, from yell, all him ark make to. To bind all his might in this yell. Lower, the yum, lower, to make connect from. To bind the husk. Fair lily. Lily is your moon, a fair lily. So maybe this is the lover, L-A-V-R. So to make fair, from yell, all him ark make to. The lover, to make connect from. To bind the husk, fair lily. To make the work, the wage. And then we got this tack again. in the first orb, to wage the lily in the first orb, the moon. And so the days start in the evening. They count their days from the evening to the next evening. So to make the work in first the orb, and to make the work in the roof before. So the orb was the night, and the roof RQBQR. The roof before was the day that came before. To make, connect from. This word isn't the day. This is it's what you're working with. To make, connect from. It just had to be working with the days here. To make, connect from the day. There's your word for day right here. The one that's confused for first all the way through the Bible, which it changes meaning to, being that you can put a hyphen in front of it and double up to day-ad. So this is the key of the silver key, the key of the moon, the Lila, L is tongues, the tongues to bind, LL, and so the silver key is the key of punctuation to get this language right. You got to learn the A. When you read the A, read that word backwards. The wall, when sometimes you'll see it after one word, and that means you're doubling that last letter. Instead of reading to the A, then it would be the A twice. It would be from the yell of all. Or that one doesn't work good, but if it was reading the other way, the M would be twice. All him from the yell. Otherwise, the M would only be there once. So I'm gonna cut this short, and I'll go to the second day here in the next movie. All right, good day, folks.